in Trenton. You ever heard the story behind that 31? Isn't that something?
Yeah, it's a neat story. Very neat. Everybody knows the 31 speed limit.
That's right. That was also in memory of Daryl Dorsett.
Yeah, and that's his daughter riding right there, Miss Penny Richardson.
Oh, okay.
Waving at us.
Awesome.
She has a location, a consignment store there on Court Square.
Oh, really?
There's your son over there, Matthew. He's looking like,
yeah.
Like, I'm not so sure about all this.
Yeah.
Is this his first Strawberry Festival?
It is. It is. He did not get to come last year. And his favorite part of the festival so far has been the bands. He loves music.
Oh, really?
Oh, man,
wow.
He's been waving and kicking back there. Henry County Fairest of the Fair, Allison Rager coming through, sponsored by Joe Mahan Ford. As they move on through this festival today.
She's waving to the crowd. Still another band making their way up. Many more cars with Queens riding. I think Matthew wants to go to the road.
Yeah, he'd probably go out there and direct traffic if they'd let him.
And we have a little line up here getting bumper to bumper now.
That's right. Something is stopping them. And it may be all those people handing out those different stuff.
It could be. That slows it down a bit. Crowd still hung around. Folks haven't left. Usually this far into it in the heat, people go on, but people have stayed today.
Tell you what, this parade keeps going. We may have to call Popes and see if they'll do a delivery, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Little Miss Lauderdale County coming up next. That's Kaylee Jo Irwin. No, that's not. That's Avery Emerson. That was wrong on my paper. Yeah. I apologize. That's Avery Emerson.
She's waving
through. Look at there.
It's probably her first of many pageants she'll be in over the years.
Also, coming up here, this car here is just a local business. This is Volunteer Home Care Incorporated of Humboldt.
Handing out some brochures.
Yeah, it used to be right here on Main Street. I don't know where they're at now, if they're still here or not.
Handing out some cups. Some of our law enforcement officers going down that way. Must be having an issue down there. They're running pretty good.
Or are they trying to catch up to the water bottles? No, there's something
going on, so hopefully all is okay down that way. Sometimes heat affects things and issues.
This may be why we're having a stoppage of the cars.
Yeah, something must be going on. A lot of times people get sick on the parade route, and they even have to bring in ambulances at times. So we'll see what's going on down that way. Our time right now is 11:38. We move along on our parade coverage here, the West Tennessee Strawberry Festival.
Okay, things are starting to move back along here, but still not sure exactly what took place down there.
Again, a great job our law enforcement officers do. Even a couple of the guys down here by us have now gone that way as well.
That's why you have all those guys here, that's for sure. Miss McKenzie Queen, Sydney Pate, first maid Claire Craddock, second maid Emma Martin, third Emily Bolin, and fourth maid Haley Brassfield.
Yeah. We'll see another band going to make their way up here in just a moment to perform for us.
All right, we got Miss Iris Tennessee Teen 2018, Nadia Treadwell on there today. She also has Miss Tennessee Outstanding Teen Mary Humphrey riding alongside of her.
Some of these go together here.
Miss Tennessee Charm, Bailey Gordon coming through next in that white Wrangler. Look at how that's decorated. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Got the pink strawberry with the green leaf on top. And then the little green garland with the strawberries hanging off of it with a white and yellow flower. And then here comes a very popular person. This is not his first West Tennessee Strawberry Festival, John.
No, he's been in a few of those.
Yeah, I can remember Bredesen riding through on his horse.
Yeah, he came through on a horse. He got off and talked.
Yeah.
We won't bring up that memory.
A question or a statement.
A question was made.
Oh, wow.
Which was pretty humorous, and he took it very well, and we all laughed it off, and he probably never had that say it.
He may not come over here after that,
And he's walking today. He's very casual today, too. That's pretty much always been his theme.
It has been. It has been. Trying to just really relate to the local people. Sign following behind him. Pick Phil for Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
That's right. And he's waving to the crowd. Been in politics a long time. Going good, sir.
Good to see you. Been to many strawberry festivals over the years.
You know, even though he's not been in politics since, I think 2011 is when he may have kind of exited all that scene.
Sure.
But since then, he's still been heavily involved in things that are really important. And if he gets to come over here, there's something that, along with the Asian carp right now that he's focusing on, trying to get rid of those things. They can actually be a danger pretty bad when they get too populated in these lakes.
Sure.
And I know my wife, she don't like them. We went to Reelfoot Lake one time, and we were fishing, and I was with a couple of guys. There was 4 of us in the boat, and those things, when you started taking off from the pier, they would jump in the boat with you.
Oh,
and,
wow.
They're big fish. I mean, as long as your arm, real big. And they gave us poles to knock them in the head with.
Oh, goodness.
And my wife dropped her pole and jumped up on the edge of the boat with me and about to push me off in the water. Man, it was the funniest sight you've ever seen in your life. She hadn't been fishing with me again.
That ain't happened again.
Got another band coming up here. Is this the Gibson County Pioneer Band?
I believe so.
They are always a great band.
They'll make their way up the parade route. We watch for them. They get lined up and get ready to perform. A lot of folks out walking now. Here up and down the parade route. They're getting organized, get ready to perform. Get a little information there possibly. Hope everybody's all right and what may be going on down the way. Our thoughts and prayers, whatever's going down that way, and fine job, the law enforcement and things they have to deal with.
And, you know, they jump right into action. We can comment on that here in a minute. I know we got a band coming up, but, yeah, they jump right into action. That's why you have those people here. Humboldt Police could not do it by themselves. And these other officers that come to town, they help each other in West Tennessee. They don't just come to West Tennessee Strawberry Festival. Humboldt goes to the Fish Fry.
Oh, absolutely.
Trenton Teapot and all those other festivals. So
we'll take a listen to the Gibson County Pioneer Marching Band as they make their way up and perform.
All right.
And that's the Gibson County High School Marching Band there performing for us. It's a song we all love and recognize.
That is the first band to actually do an actual performance. In other words, doing the marching and trying to have a performance. So that's really neat, and glad to see.
Yeah.
Glad to see that. That was a beautiful, beautiful, big band here.
Yeah, very large band. And the Pioneer Band moves on down the parade route as they performed, and they'll catch up with the others that are already moving along. Still many more cars lined up, Seth.
I'm telling you, they're still over the hill, ain't they?
There's still several more coming as this parade continues.
Not talking about the people walking in front of us now. I'm just saying that the cars are lined up over the hill.
Get to see some of this video later. Some of these folks that are hugging and entertaining in front of our camera, you'll get to see them later.
Wow. Well, we got another car here coming by. This is Miss Valentine, Brooke Prescott, riding through this Strawberry Festival parade.
Looks like some of our law enforcement officers over here are dealing with a little issue here by us. A fine job they do keeping crowd control when folks don't want to go the way he wants them to go. He shows who's in charge. And they move along.
They sure do. They sure do.
Here's got some more entertainers here, and I'm not sure what that entry is because I didn't catch a number on it.
Let's see. That is going to be 117. So that's going to be Faith and Power, West Tennessee Youth and Adult Dance.
So a dance group here. One boy, you know he's warm, dressed all in that black attire.
Mercy.
They're moving on. They're not doing a whole lot of dancing. One of them is.
Is that a lot of? Is that Spears?
I don't know. It's a good question.
All right, be a hero and adopt, don't shop. This is a representation of the, our page says FOGCA. I don't know.
Friends of Gibson County. What was the abbreviation?
FOGCA.
Gibson County Animals is what it's.
Okay.
Something to the abbreviation of that.
There you go.
Friends of Gibson County Animals.
Oh, my.
And here comes another nice Toyota truck here in front of us.
This is going to be Miss Sweetheart. She is Miss Emma Martin. I think this is her second time back through.
And they're moving through here in a pretty fast pace. Most of them are moving right along.
That's right.
This big Chevy truck here, Seth, very nice. Look at those rims.
Man. Tell you what.
The float and the truck could almost be entries alone.
That's right. That's right. Now we're kind of getting out of order here. Oh, no, we're not. Let me get back here where we are. This is Sweetest Treat You'll Ever Meet. This is from the Little Miss World's Biggest Fish Fry group.
Yeah.
And that's Queen Ella Reese Flint with maids McKinnon Miles, Ella Hudson, Boston Bobo, and Macy Powell. That's a neat float right there as focusing on sweet treats, ice cream, and that sort of thing.
Absolutely. And another young lady riding on a very unique looking float here.
Yeah, they've put that number in a hard spot.
It's hard to tell what the numbers are on some of these. I'm trying to figure out what all the that looks to be is that a fire truck? No, it's a farm vehicle.
That's right.
A tractor of some sort.
Picking and grinning, Miss Corn Fest. There you go.
Or a corn picker, I'm guessing that would be.
Sarah Kissel.
Yeah, very neat float.
It may be Cassell, I would imagine. That's Cassell. Picking and grinning. That's pretty neat. The wheels.
Yeah, the wheels even moving. It's automated.
Wow.
Another one of those nice trucks. Here's a GMC coming through. Looks like another local business here. Main Street Grill.
Main Street Grill. That is in Medina.
I believe so.
Have you ate there?
I have not.
Man, their grilled asparagus is amazing.
Ah. Nice truck, too. And there's a dog riding in the back seat. He's getting some treats along the way.
That's right.
He's like, look at all the people.
I mean it. He's having a blast, isn't he? Got some more royalty coming up here. As soon as we can see what this car number is, we'll get into that. I think this is Miss Black, Gibson County. Yeah, this is Miss Black, Gibson County. This is Queen Trinity Cox. She is from Humboldt High School right here at town. Maids Michaela Pettigrew. She's from the Milan High School. Natalie Carey, Humboldt High School. Kyla Poster from South Gibson County High School.
Yeah.
And Alexis Wardlow. That is also another Humboldt High School student.
They're fanning, too. Fanning, they're hot.
I'll tell you what, Humboldt well represented on that car there.
Yeah, definitely.
Then following closely along behind them is Miss Sweetheart Christina Leonard, I guess is how you pronounce that. And riding in that white Sahara Wrangler Unlimited. Here comes Miss Marcia Blackburn, conservative for U.S. Senate today.
Yeah, she's got her entry in the parade and supporters.
That's right. She's marching on the other side there.
They're passing different things out and shaking hands. Got to meet her back at the Old Country Store a couple of months ago in Jackson.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. They're handing out stickers as well. Handing out stickers and candy and all kinds of stuff.
Anyone want Marcia's stickers? There you go.
We kind of had a little stoppage here, John. I don't know.
Yeah, they're getting ketchup down there. Probably a band performing.
Yeah.
From Gibson, the Gibson County Pioneers. Probably stopped again and performed.
Looks like Tyler's got a break across there. They've allowed him to step down for a minute. Probably go get him something to drink.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got warm.
We've been going for almost 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something. Well, coming up here, we've got Miss Medina Springtime, Lauren Figley.
The little gnat bugs have taken us over here.
UNM Miss Memphis teen, Macy Jones, sitting here in a red convertible. That's a Corvette. Man, that's a nice vehicle there. Got some people
She's
following
moving along, too.
And then trash pickup people coming along here. Republic Services. They got that motto, we'll handle it from here. You know, years ago it was Barker Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Republic Services.
It's a new entry in the parade.
Yeah. I think my kids have tired out. I think
they've about seen all they want to see.
I think 2 hours is enough for them.
We're just about 2 hours into the parade now. 11:54 here. The Good News Radio Network, Good News 99.9, AM 1190. The Relay for Life entry here, which has been combined into one county Relay for Life event. I believe it's June the 2nd, I believe is that date. It'll be in Milan at the City Park.
It's neat how they're combining all those in Gibson County this year. Oh, look at there. There's Amos.
He sure enough is. Look at there. He's going to get the crowd stirred up.
Amos, the face of Humboldt right there, man. He's
That's
all
it
over
now.
town now. Mr. Mark Hodge, pastor at First Assembly, sent me a text. He said, y'all been going almost 2 hours, and we haven't even made it to the start yet.
Oh, wow. Coming up next, here's some of the entries from the Relay for Life. The float, I see the honoree this year, Mayor Marvin Sykes. He is now, I believe, changed the tire, and he's come back around.
He is in cooler clothes now. He's changed into a T-shirt honoring the Relay for Life. Now, also, Miss Margaret Perry is another one of those honorees.
Yeah.
She's on there as well, and you've got them together. We stand united for a cure, and that's maids Anna Kate Crenshaw and Jila Shaver. The Relay for Life honoree Margaret Perry and family, Marvin Sykes and family as well. So,
check out Marvin Sykes.
I'll tell it. Riding in those lawn chairs. They're just having a big time.
Yep.
What is this? I didn't see
this is I believe, a Click One vehicle maybe. Is this a Click One vehicle? No?
I'm not sure. They're blaring some music, ain't they?
I know Click One is supposed to have a vehicle in it. Is that a Tesla? I don't know. They're supposed to have a Tesla in it. I don't know much about them.
Got Miss Henderson coming up on this nice yellow convertible here. That's Ashton Williams.
I believe that is the Click One vehicle.
Okay.
There's their
oh my.
other folks dressed up.
Astronaut, and then I guess that's Miss Space there. The galaxies.
I know John Warmoth has said ahead on Facebook that they're getting ready to, who is in the uniform, so they're getting ready to reveal some information about a new service. So
all right.
that is a promo to whatever that service is.
We got another person running for Gibson County trustee here, elect Wendy Richardson. And on there, she's brave enough to put in God We Trust. You see that? Look at that. And I think they've got us a couple more politicians here that's going to be coming through before we can get to another band.
Yeah, they are spaced out all throughout the parade route. Still see many cars lined up down past 20 seconds, still coming our way.
That's right. Oh, this is a local business here, Loveless. Is that a lawn care?
It's lawn care.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got those black letters. Can't quite. Yeah, that's what it says.
And then coming next, Dr. W.J.O. Lee Elks Club Lodge from here in town with an entry in today's parade.
Now, where's that located? Do you know?
I'm not sure on their lodge. I know Dr. Lee is a early African-American doctor here in town. He worked with Dr. Ausler for many years. He was known for wearing his bright white suits.
Really?
Dr. Lee passed away, I believe, back in the 40s or 50s.
Well, they got a nice black truck following them as well. And it says who's riding in there. Ora Wolfork and Karen Reed are riding in the back of that.
Yeah, they're waving to the crowd today.
He's got that white suit on. Look at that.
Yeah, he does. Mm-hmm. Comes another classic Camaro here, or a Mustang rather.
That's Kennedy Reese. She's the Tennessee Iris Festival hostess.
Our friends next to us. This is the one they're waiting on.
That's
this is their granddaughter.
That's what they've been sitting here for 2 hours waiting on right there.
They came down from Paris, and so they were here to see their granddaughter.
That's right.
I don't know if she found them yet.
I think she saw him a while ago. Yeah, she's seeing him. Yeah.
It's a great car, too.
I'll tell you what, that's a fancy ride.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of those classic Mustangs. Black, shiny. Here's our friends just about 10 minutes to the north of us.
Peabody High School Marching Band. The Tide Band going to come through and perform for us. Always another great band here at the West Tennessee Strawberry Festival. We'll listen to them as they perform. Peabody Band comes through in their black and gold. Always very nice uniforms. Of course, just saw them last week at the Trenton Teapot Festival, which is the week before the Strawberry Festival.
John, but they're about to.
I don't know, but they're heating me up.
That was really neat to see. I don't think I've ever seen a kid pushed through in a wheelchair playing in the band.
Oh, yeah. That was Lanny Poteet, by the way, pushing him.
Oh, really?
Mr. Lanny helping out there.
Is he kin to the Miss Poteet with the festival?
I believe they're a different bunch.
Okay.
His brother works at Walmart, by the way, here in town.
All righty.
You probably know him.
We got Miss
Michael.
Halls. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. We got Miss Halls coming up here for 2018. Haley Lawson riding in front of us here. Nice sport Wrangler there.
Yeah.
Decked out with the green and red, I guess you would call that toll.
Something like that. Coming next is Taylor Atkins, entry in the parade. He's running for Gibson County Sheriff.
Yeah.
And Taylor got his supporters and out marching with him today and waving to the crowd. Sure, Taylor's mixed in there somewhere.
I was going to say, I'm looking for him. I know he's here.
And he may be in a suit. He was at the Teapot Festival. We'll find out if he braved the suit today.
He did. There he is. He's walking in the back here, John.
Yeah, I see him, yeah.
Following the red wagon. That's right.
See him walking down. There's his grandmother, Miss Virginia Blakemore. Always love Miss Virginia over there supporting her grandson.
Taylor's no stranger to Humboldt. He's been in town a couple of businesses and spends a lot of time here in town.
And, of course, his great-uncle, the late Doug Atkins. Did you know that?
I didn't realize he was kin to him.
Yeah, his granddaddy is Royce Atkins, who was Doug's brother.
Okay. Doug had, if he would have still been living, he would have been able to celebrate another birthday just this past week. I think Thursday.
Yeah.
There's Miss McNairy County, Anna Kate Crenshaw.
That's John Crenshaw's daughter.
Okay.
Well, I know from the Crenshaw farm for many, many years.
Yes.
Waving to the crowd today. Still a long line coming up the parade route here on Main Street. And again, thanks to our sponsors for making our coverage possible today. Pritchard Real Estate and Appraisals, People's Furniture Company, Humboldt Utilities, Jones Family of Companies, Humboldt Public Library, Robert Ellis Paint and Body Shop, as well as Gene Langley Ford, Dover Automotive, State Farm Agent Randy Terry, the Humboldt Historical Society, King Tire Company, Humboldt Chamber of Commerce, and Hickman Realty Group.
Here's a unique one, John. Right in front of us is Miss Historic Union City, Bray Williams. That's her second time to go through the festival as well. She was on a actual territorial float earlier.
Sure. She had to make the long trip all the way back to the beginning and ride again.
Here's a festival I could go to. This Miss Fiddlestick. Look at there. Macy Garner. Macy is a rising senior at the Greenfield High School.
Have you ever had a fiddlestick?
You know, I'm ashamed of this, John. I have not.
Well, they are delicious. It's a real simple ice cream bar. And these things are taking me over. They need to go your way.
Oh, man.
There's so much food around here. I think they're just attracted to all the food.
I think they are. I think they are.
Well, maybe it's just us.
Yeah, so sweet. That's what it is.
Yeah. Probably more like sour. The lovely young lady. This is the Miss Soybean Festival.
Yeah, Miss Soybean. This is Laurel Wynn riding through the festival today. Pausing for the picture for Danny Way.
Yeah.
Miss Hometown Princess, Hannah Bland.
A lot of queens waving to the crowd and enjoying their time to ride through the 81st West Tennessee Strawberry Festival.
You know, I think she changed as well. These people have to have time to change clothes and get on that float.
Well, they've had roughly 2 hours if they were at the beginning to walk to the end.
Ain't that it? Oh, wow. Little Miss Crossroads coming up here.
In their float yesterday, we saw pulled by hand. Of course, now today with the trucks pulling them.
That's Peyton Wilson. And then you've got Little Miss Skills USA, Presley Wilson. Are they twins? They look a lot alike, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do favor.
That is,
here's the Mini Majestic Majorettes.
All right.
And the twirlers there are performing for us.
I think they've been here before.
I think so. They're going to perform and march through the parade. Again, we thank you so much for listening to our coverage today of the West Tennessee Strawberry Festival Grand Floats Parade here on Good News 99.9 AM 1190.
Got a candidate for a state representative coming up here, Greg Fry. He is in a UT truck, John. This is orange and white truck.
Yeah, I like that truck.
He's running for state representative in District 79, and so make sure that he wanted to make sure we mentioned that. He was waving, and we nodded and mentioned that for him. Greg Fry running for District 79.
Saw him in Trenton last week. He was out shaking. Actually shook his hand, but didn't know he was seeking for an office. He was just there visiting.
Yeah, he looks very familiar, John. I've seen him somewhere.
And look at this large vehicle.
That's a different looking truck, isn't it? It says elect Chris Younger. Gibson County Register of Deeds. Those things, I'm starting to swallow those things now, John.
Yeah, they're all over.
We're going to get one of those bombs next year. And drop
Yeah,
them
we're
in
going to
the
have
pit.
to. I mean, they have taken. I don't even know what they are.
I've never seen.
I'm almost wanting to say they're a termite.
It looks like a termite when they land. They've got those thin wings like that.
Well, we're not made out of wood. There's no wood.
Them things bite you. You're going to realize it. Look at this now.
Yeah, this is nice. I'd like to have one of those. I don't even know what they're even called, but they're three-wheeled cars. Got one wheel in the back center and two on the front.
Now, this is Miss Hope for a Cure for 2018. Her name is Olivia Davis. Coming back through here. Man, that's a nice car.
Yeah. Very expensive cars, too.
It's one of those cars that's got the two wheels on the front, one in the back.
I bet that thing would move.
I would imagine it would. Be easy to pop a wheelie, wouldn't it?
We see another band down in the distance making their way up the parade route. A couple of other entries before then.
Now, this is something here I'm not recognizing.
I can't tell till they get a little closer to us.
It's some kind of a Tennessee state representative, I guess.
That I'm not sure yet. It may be George Flynn's entry. I believe it's Dr. George Flynn, I believe.
But, you know, he has the old Tennessee logo on that van. You notice that?
Now, of course, he's seeking the office of 8th District Congressman, I believe.
That's right.
Here's some folks from
yes.
Mr. Bredesen. You want to visit with them while we continue along. And Dr. George Flynn making his way up the parade route in his entry. We thank you for listening to the 81st Annual West Tennessee Strawberry Festival here on Good News 99.9 and AM 1190. We're going to turn this over again in just a moment to Seth, and he's going to visit here with you on the air. And I'm going to talk to the young lady here from Phil Bredesen's group. We get a little break in the parade. And they're coming back around this way. More folks passing out things here at the parade route.
John, I think there's somebody wanting to talk to you, so
I'm going to swap.
Yeah, that'll work. I'll carry on here. We got somebody from a campaign needing to talk to John for a moment, and we appreciate them stopping by. And that is Mr. Flynn. Now, George Flynn's coming through. There is actually an Army vehicle, looks like one of those Hummer vehicles there, that Mr. Flynn has put his information on, and it's still got a little bit of the camouflage. And so I'll tell you what. Now, a lot of these candidates, I was just talking to one of the press people for a candidate just a moment ago, and a lot of these candidates are having to go straight from here to the luncheon. That luncheon starts at 12:30, so they're having to actually, she just explained this to me, John, a lot of these candidates are having to go straight from here to the luncheon. By the time they get through,
sure,
if we don't catch them when they're walking by, we're probably not going to get them.
Yeah, because they're all going to be speaking today, so that's going to happen at the luncheon, and they've all got to be there. And that immediately follows at 12:30, and it's 12, a little bit after 12 right now.
That's right. That's right.
And there's Dr. Flynn right there.
I may be able to get him. I don't know if we can. All right, look at there. He gave a shout out there to local television. Do you see that?
Yeah, he's moving right along.
Yeah.
You know, Dr. Flynn owns several radio stations as well. He's got
Does he?
Yeah, a couple in Memphis, I believe, and some around the surrounding areas. Talking to the folks along the way through.
All right. I mean, we are moving right along, folks, and I'm telling you that there's still a lot to come. So, Cash Express of Humboldt has a little float here.
Passing out some things. They move on through here.
Yeah. We got another band coming up, too. I think this is going to be the Hornets.
It looks like it. Looks like the appropriate orange and blue.
Yeah, so, you know, it's harder to get guests now because of the length of the parade. So, you know, we may have mentioned that before. We might have had a few guests on. We've had the library and some different ones on with us today. But they're having to go straight from this. This is a good problem to have.
Yeah.
It's a big parade. They're having to go straight from here to a luncheon where many of them will be speaking. And I'll tell you what. And that may be something we want to look into. If we can get into that luncheon at times, that would be a great way for our listeners to be able to hear. We might have to go solo for a while the other person heads toward the luncheon, because this parade is not going to be done, I don't believe. If it's done by 12:30, we're going to be just wrapping up, looks like.
Of course, many of the politicians like Dr. Flynn, who has come through, you know, he's going to attend that luncheon.
That's right.
So as soon as he gets down there, he's got to go that way.
That's right. And with traffic the way it is, they can't take a chance. You know, they just got to go on.
all have many tight schedules, many locations they're going to be. And, of course, some of these are already, of course, business owners,
Right.
already in office and locations, so they got many other responsibilities as well they're already doing. It's as well being in the parade.
There's over 200 cars in this parade today, John, and that's we've just got into the 160s. So,
And some of these entries had 2 or 3 vehicles with them.
that's right. Here is South Gibson County High School, the Marching Hornets from Medina, Tennessee, right here.
Always a very popular band.
Shiny orange color guard with the blue and black uniform band following them. You're going to enjoy this. They're sounding good way up there. They're going to sound really good to get up close. Wow.
Take a listen to them as they make their way up the parade route.
Awesome. So Gibson County and South Gibson County both doing great job
Both
performing today.
excellent bands. Yeah, the Hornets Marching Band making their way through Medina. And some more red and green floats here with a go-kart of sorts pulling. A little float with some youngsters here on it. Red and green balloons.
Yeah. Look at that. That's a neat little vehicle, isn't it?
Very neat there waving along. You need one of those. That'd be perfect to take to the pond.
That's the Williams and Bomer family. Strawberry Cuties is what they're calling that. You know, those things don't tend to bother you as much if you stand up. That's why I think I'm going to keep standing.
Who is this right here?
This is car 175. This is Mr. and Mrs. McKinley Bryson.
Wearing his cowboy hat today.
Must be some kind of celebrity because it's a signed poster deal.
Sure. HLC Colifer there from Alamo, a gas company. Just checking that vehicle out.
Oh, I was wondering what was going on. I thought, uh-oh.
Again, that's a unique vehicle because it's actually a gas truck and he's checking it out. There's another group of youngsters waving to the crowd here with a mascot, a dog mascot.
This truck here is from the First Assembly of God located in Humboldt. Reverend Mark Hodge. Oh, there he is. That's what he was talking about. He was in the parade.
Oh, he was, he was way at the very beginning still.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, good to see you.
Speaking of Terminex here, we need him to come over here and spray something for a moment.
We need to get them on next year, I think.
And spray our broadcast location.
That's right. That's right.
Waving to the crowd. Got a couple of entries here in the.
Hey, they take care of termites too. Did you see that? Termites, pests.
Come over here. We got pests all around us.
Oh,
bugs flying around.
Oh, my.
Well, a little break in the parade again. We thank our sponsors for making our coverage possible. We'll talk about some of the other folks. King Tire Company.
Yeah.
And I have purchased many, many sets of tires from the Kings. Great folks to work with here in town and also 2 locations in Jackson, as well as Hickman Realty Group here on Main Street. If you're looking to buy, sell a home, they're good folks to deal with. They'll take care of you there. And,
you know, they do a lot more than just tire work, even though that name can be kind of mess you up. They do oil changes as well. They do brake repairs. I mean, if you need something done on your vehicle, check with them. See if they can do it.
Absolutely. People's Furniture Company, a longtime staple in downtown Humboldt. I've had some mattresses from there. I've had some furniture from there.
Yeah.
My mom has bought from there. Grandmother and granddaddy bought, one of their first pieces of furniture they had from there, a little living room table set and coffee table.
Oh, yeah?
That going back into the late 1940s, 1949. So been in business a long time in downtown Humboldt.
That's right. There's somebody here, I think, wanting to talk to us.
He's going to come around.
Yeah. We've got, let's see, this is going to be car 173. Mini All-Stars of Jackson.
It's like another dance club here.
Yeah.
The gentleman coming around to say hello to Seth, and we'll find out whether he's going to be talking to us or not. He's coming around here, who he represents. Again, thank you so much for listening to Good News 99.9, AM 1190. I'm John Blankenship. Seth Wilkerson joining me here today on the air for the Grand Floats Parade of the West Tennessee Strawberry Festival. Thanks to Tony Reeves back in studio. And we see several more entries still lined up to come down. Looks like another band in the distance as well. A big parade today as it's about 12:15 right now.
Yes.
And there's Mayor Marvin Sykes stepping right out here in front of us. Good to see the mayor today.
That's right.
He's been through twice.
Yeah. He's got to get to a luncheon.
Is he coming around this way? He's coming around behind us here.
Yeah, I'll help him in.
Mayor Marvin Sykes going to join us here at our broadcast location across from the Humboldt Higher Education Center.
That's right. He's got to change again.
Well, Marvin, Mayor of Humboldt, good to see you here today. Marvin, been a big time.
Oh, it's been a wonderful day. Look at all these people, all of our visitors. Everybody's having a wonderful time, and it's a wonderful day in Humboldt, Tennessee.
Well, we're about 2 hours and 15 minutes into this parade. Still a lot more to come. It's been a great time, big crowds, and you've been through the parade twice today.
Yes. I went through the first time with my family and as mayor. And then the second time I come through is I'm a cancer survivor.
Yeah.
This year.
Absolutely.
And I was honored to be on the float. So it's awesome to be asked to be the honoree this year on the Relay for Life.
That's right, Mayor. A lot of great things going on in the city of Humboldt. One of the big things has been Tyson coming to town, and many other things just besides that you've worked on to make happen.
Yeah, that's a big deal for us this year. We just got a new spirit here in Humboldt and Gibson County, and it's just a new spirit. You can see it here today. I would say 90% of these people are visitors to our city, and it's just awesome to see them here.
Would you take an estimate of how many people do you think is here today?
Whew. Well, I always say between 35 and 40,000 today.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, and we've did some counts before, and how many people can fit in this area.
Mm-hmm.
And it's between 35 and 40,000.
That's a lot of people to make the city of Humboldt really comes alive, and we show our hometown atmosphere that folks want to move here, and many people are doing it. I've seen rental houses filling up, people purchasing homes, and new things coming, right?
Yeah, that's right. They want to be part of this, and we want them to be part of this.
That's right.
It's we want to be part of it, and it's not just Humboldt. It's Gibson County, Crockett County, and Madison. Carroll, we want everybody to have a part of this.
Humboldt, as we know, being both historians here, Humboldt's always been a very progressive city, always developing, always moving forward, innovative, and that same thing's still happening today.
It sure is. We can look, John, we look back in our history, we can see where our population was at a certain time and all of our industry, it's up and down. In the 30s, we had a major move forward after World War II also. Had a little lull time back in the 70s and 80s, but it's back. It's coming back. And,
yes.
I feel good about it.
Well, Mayor, I appreciate you coming by. I know you've got a lot of folks to see and a lot of places you've got to visit today. Again, thank you so much for visiting. Appreciate all you do. Appreciate your friendship.
Yes, sir, and it's always good to be with y'all also. Y'all do an awesome job.
All right, thanks, Marvin. Marvin Sykes, the Mayor of Humboldt here of the city of Humboldt. Seth, we appreciate all Marvin does here.
Yeah.
And, a great friend, great guy.
He's always a friend of local radio too. He makes time for you. He really didn't have the time to stop today. I mean, he's got 20 minutes. Actually, no, it starts at 12:30.
Yeah, and he's got to hurry and get changed because he's going to change before he goes out.
Change.
He'll change in the car.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah, he's got 10 minutes to get across town. Humboldt Conference Center. Is that
it's going to be there at the medical center, so he'll be out there. And I appreciate Marvin taking time out to stop by and visit with us. Means a bunch to us that he did that. He told me yesterday. He said he was going all over. He said, "I will see you tomorrow." And always, if he's given his word,
he'll do it.
He's there. Yep.
We got another few cars here, and then another band. I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with how many bands they've brought in this year.
Yeah, a lot of bands here, some big bands. And, bands have really grown over the past several years. You saw a little lull there where it was kind of smaller bands, but they've really started to grow and reinvent themselves in a way.
That's right.
And we see more entries coming up the parade right here. I wonder how many cars. What did we say? Over 200?
213.
Wow. And some of those have multiple entries.
Right.
I believe they can pay extra to have more than one vehicle, but they're probably listed as one number.
Yeah. All right, so coming up here, this is 187. Let's see if I can pull it up. This is Gibson Electric Corporation Volt Electric Car. Now, this is driven by Jonathan Minton. He's first-class lineman.
Yeah. Very neat. Very neat car.
It's extended range electric vehicle here today.
Over at the Old Country Store in Jackson, they have those places you can plug those in.
Yes. There's a few Cracker Barrels starting to do that now. Ran into one up in the Nashville area, I believe.
Our traffic manager, Rodney Minyard, has recently purchased him a new car, and he was telling me this car will almost drive itself. It has sensors in the front of it where you can really take your hands off the wheel and pedals and everything. If it gets too close, it brakes. And
no, I can't.
I said, wow. I said, is it one of those that'll park itself? He said, yeah, I don't know. I ain't tried that yet.
Yeah.
What happens if it doesn't park itself?
That's right. What does your insurance say if it actually messes up?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Well, this is going to be hard to read, but we're going to do our best. This is Miss District. No. Miss Daffodil, West Tennessee.
Ashley Miles, I believe is the name.
Yeah, Miss Daffodil, West Tennessee. And first maid, Sydney Bosley. Second maid, Ellie Epperson. Third maid, Gracie Blount. Fourth maid, Alyssa Morris.
Waving to the crowd today. Seems like some of these trucks we've seen before. I think they're different, but they really look similar.
Yeah. Miss Milan High School, Queen Scarlett Hayes. First maid, Abby Lewis. Second maid, Julia McManus. Third maid, Leah McClurkin. Fourth maid, Kendall Westbrooks. And again, Miss Milan High School Territorial.
Coming up next, another white Mustang. Young ladies in red and white dresses.
Junior Miss McKenzie. Queen is Danny Dyer. First maid is Aliyah Gilbert. Second maid, Winter Baucom. Third maid, Madison Gilbert. Fourth maid, Libby Hawkins. This is the Miss Hatchie Festival. Madison Cisco riding through here.
Several right here at the towards the end of the parade. Still several entries to come. Right there, Gibson.
That's Gibson County High School.
County High School.
Juliana Turner's the queen. First maid, Savannah Ramsey. Second, Julie Allen. Third, Adriana McAllister.
The Milan High School band getting ready to come. Go ahead, Seth.
You know they've got to be hot because they've been just sitting.
Oh, yeah, they've been sitting at the end of Main Street for a while. There's a few shaded areas, but if you get further on out,
man,
there's no shade.
Like you said, Milan High School here. Marching band coming up. That'll be enjoyable. I don't know that I've heard them in a long time. I don't think they got to come last year, did they? I don't remember.
Was the mass band last year or the year before last?
I think it was year before last. But it may have been last year, John. I don't remember.
Always a popular band that comes to the Strawberry Festival. And their purple uniforms. I believe they've changed their uniforms as well. Different style from previous years.
A lot of purple, a little bit of gold. We'll see what happens here.
They're going to make their way up to perform, and we'll listen when they start to play for us.
Is this the band that's got the former Humboldt band director?
I believe John Scruggs is still there.
I believe he is.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good guy. I met him when he started in Humboldt here.
Of course, he is a Humboldt native. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Scruggs, he really had the part, man. He was decked out. He had bulldogs on his shorts right there, man. Telling you.
A great band he's put together. Milan High School.
Very talented, man. I mean, very talented. Lining back up, trying to get ready.
It's always impressive how they separate.
Yeah.
And they're in step, too.
I think I see the end of everything, John.
I see an ambulance there at the end in the center of the road, so that tells us that may be just about the end of this parade. Milan is usually the final band in the parade, has been for many years.
There's horses also at the end of this parade also. That's going to be interesting. Do they register them as a parade float vehicle? How do they register
I'm
them?
not sure how they register.
Awesome.
Doing a fundraiser, looks like there.
Yeah, they are. Second annual Milan High School mattress fundraiser. Every purchase is benefiting the band. You can save up to 50% off the retail, so I'm pretty sure if you talk to them, they'll help you out there.
Yeah.
They say if you get a set over $500, you can save an extra $50. So if you're in the market for that, you might want to check them out.
Absolutely.
So Madison County Commissioner District 4 vote for. Oh, wow. This is just the Madison Area Democratic Women. There's all kinds of them on that.
Yeah, different ones.
Yeah.
Seeking office, and we're currently in office.
Yeah, I'll see if I've got all that information, because there was a whole lot of signs there. I don't know that I'm going to have all those.
Looks like coming up immediately following them, Paul Thomas entry for his re-election campaign for Sheriff of Gibson County. He's following right there behind with his big signed vehicle. We saw Sheriff Thomas in an official capacity at the front of the parade.
That's right.
So his entry coming back through for the re-election campaign.
Thank you, buddy. Got these young men out here doing their job. Re-elect Paul Thomas.
We still see several more cars coming up the way.
That's right.
Another classic truck here. Decked out with this appropriate crowned strawberry on the front.
That's right. I'm going to have to read that one off the truck. Something misprinted here, but we should be able to get to this. And, well, the purple is covering what it is. I can tell you Miss Teen is Alyssa Baker. Junior Miss Teen is Hannah Fowler, and Little Miss is Piper DePriest as well. And they're riding, like you said, in that classic truck. Man, that's sharp. 2008 Miss Ripley. That's Delaney Mann. Queens Court is Bela.
She's waving to the crowd there. Here's another red vehicle here with the polka dots on it. Waving to the crowd.
Yeah, don't let the bill bugs bite.
Yeah.
It's brought to you by Credit Central of Humboldt.
Another Beetle convertible following there, and a lovely young lady dressed in her black attire, waving to the crowd.
That's Miss Music Note, Audrey Michelle Myers. Miss Music Note, where's that
That's
from?
a new one. Not familiar with that one.
Wonder if she had to sing to get that crown.
That's a good question.
Hey.
And another young lady right behind, and another Mustang, and
okay, we actually have more cars in the parade than what is on my list.
So there's a few last-minute entries that have come in.
Yeah, Miss Kentucky Lake Princess Tristan Sanford riding in that nice car there. And then we have Touching Hearts at Home, the Heart of Home Care, riding through today, focusing on the companionship, personal care, and transportation. Lots of stuff there. And we do have another float as well, and I think this will be the last actual float that we will enjoy of the day, and I'll try to pull that information here.
They come up that way, a nice Dodge Ram pulling the trailer decorated with the ferns.
This is a paintball park. Oh, wow.
Look at a little advertising there, battlezonepark.com.
That's interesting. I wonder where they're from. They don't have a city or anything on that.
That sounds interesting. We'll have to look that up and learn more about them.
Yeah, for real. They don't have paintballs in them days.
Have you ever been hit by a paintball?
No, but I've heard that hurts.
Yeah, they can.
Look at all these horses here.
Of course, it's always tough for the horses to ride through.
Yeah.
Especially with the large crowds.
Do you remember that year we had that horse that got spooked and it was carrying somebody in a wagon?
It did. You know, there's actually video of that on YouTube. When that
there?
happened. Mm-hmm.
Wow. That horse there's kind of acting a little skittish there, isn't he?
Several horses coming through. A lot of them this year. Several of them more than we usually have. And, of course, we know you don't want to follow the horses.
That's right. That's right. That's 10 of them right there, I believe. Man, that's a bunch of them.
So you know what that means. That means it's the end of another parade here at the West Tennessee Strawberry Festival. We thank you so